Alright, what's going on everybody? XpertGamer here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how you can Pokegen Pokemon. Put them into your 5th gen game, 5th gen being Black, White, Black 2, and White 2. And then when Pokebank comes out in the US, because I'm assuming that a lot of you guys are US viewers, you can now upload 5th gen Pokemon to your 6th gen game if you want to use one for competitive use. Everybody is going to be using them for competitive use. I could tell you guys that much. So you might as well do it because everyone's going to be doing it, and you know you want to be even with the other players. But basically, you have two options with Pokegen. I'm going to be leaving links to all the websites below. It's probably going to be a pretty long tutorial, but basically you can either edit a Pokemon from the get-go, choose all of its attacks, IV stats, but of course they all have to be legal. You cannot make a illegal Pokemon because Pokebank will catch you and you probably will get banned from Pokebank. So you definitely want to make a, you could technically say it's a legal hacked Pokemon, like correct EVs, correct stats. So you can either do that, which I'm not going to be doing because that's not how I would Pokegen Pokemon. I would come to this website here. It is called PokeCheck, the GTS stats recorders. And basically, when you first get on the website from the get-go, what's going to happen is it's going to tell you to sign up. Just sign up, and then you should get to this screen here. It's a screen that looks like this. And what you're going to want to do is hit Manage My Pokemon. And what you could do, or what you have to do from here, is search Pokemon. So you need to search a Pokemon that you would like. So how about we get a, let's go to Deoxys. You know, just cause. Okay, so actually this is a bad example because I don't know if you can get Deoxys in Black 2 and White 2. Let's go with a Genesect. Genesect is the last Pokemon. I say Genesect, oh my god. But it does not go into 6th gen because you cannot Pokegen 6th gen Pokemon. Or at least that I know of. And then what you want to do is hit filters. Now, you don't have to hit filters. You can just hit search from the get-go. Let's say I want it to know U-turn. That's a pretty good Genesect set, and let's say I also want to know Flamethrower. What am I doing? I'll just search it right here. Flamethrower. And let's say I also wanted it to be shiny. Now let's search and see what we get. Okay, no results found. So that means there are no Genesects in the database that are shiny and have these moves. So I'm just gonna make them any because you can change the moves. So search. Okay, so we have an entire list of shiny Genesects. Now if you're watching this tutorial before, this is just kind of like a recommendation. If you're watching this tutorial before Pokebank is released and you would like to make a Pokemon released in the US, because I'm assuming you are US watchers, you should get a Genesect that does have the Japanese name because, you know, first of all, the Japanese name just looks cooler and it looks more legit, but that's just me. I don't know if that makes me weird or not, but so what you want to do is first, when you get a Pokemon that you would like, actually I don't think that you need to have the Japanese name, because people who battle, I've seen a lot of people who battle with Genesects that have the Japanese name right now, and that's because Japan does have Pokegen, and basically they get their Genesects from Japan. So it does have the Japanese name, but when it's released in the US, you can have the US version of the name, which is just Genesect. But you're gonna want to come here, and wait, let me actually reload this because I didn't really tell you guys what to do. You want to show the analysis. Now, this will tell you if the Pokemon is legal or not. If there are any red flags here, the Pokemon is illegal, and Pokebank will catch it, and you probably will get banned from Pokebank. Now, clone status, don't really worry about this too much. See, I'll read it. This Pokemon appears 111 times in the PokeCheck database, including 7 times as public Pokemon. So that basically means that this is a relatively popular Pokemon, but this is not a good moveset for it, in my opinion. So we're definitely going to be editing that. So once you find the Pokemon that you would like, you're going to want to download the .pkm file. And here's the .pkm file, and what you're going to want to do with it, it will not have the one here. I've downloaded a Genesect before. It's actually in this folder right here. It's right here. But so here's what's going to happen. You're going to have this, just drag it to your desktop. And I am going to be showing you guys a example of a hacked Pokemon. So let's just go to Charizard. Of Pokemon that like does not work. Let's see if this one. has any red flags. Okay, IV spread is probably hacked. It's, yeah, all 31. You can change the IV spread. We'll try to get one that has like red flags all over it. Okay, yes. Here's one that you do not want to get. Like if it has red flags. Okay, nickname: Battle Terminator sequence and Trash Bites. Ability: hacked. Location and counter type set, but Pokemon is from Generation 5. So you do not want a Pokemon that has red flags. Now, you can get a Pokemon that has red flags and then edit the red flags out in Pokegen. Like, if the ability's hacked, you can change the ability. But, yeah, so that's just what I'm going to do. So let's work with this Genesect I have here, just as an example. So you're on a file, open, and then you're going to want to get the Genesect. And so here it is. Now, let's say I didn't want this nickname. I'm not going to edit it because I don't want to screw anything up. A little bit of math is involved here. So let's say you're doing a Genesect. Genesect has 8 letters in the nickname. So you're going to take the 11, which is the max nickname slot, 11 minus 8, which is 3. So remember that number 3, so you're going to choose the nickname that you want. So if it was Genesect and I wanted the nickname to be Genesect, I'd write Genesect here, and then I'd do this little slash that it has. Whoops, what am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? Okay, that little slash that it has, and then what you would do from there is write all in caps FFFF, and then another slash. Is that a backslash or a forward slash? I always get messed up. It's one of the slashes. You can just look on the video right here. And then the 3 that you're left over with, you're going to minus it by 2. Now, it's not going to be the same because my Genesect is Japanese and the Japanese version only has 5 characters. So, and then you're going to minus it by 2, and then you will get 1. So what you would do, I'll type it on the screen for you guys, just so you guys can all see. So if you're doing Genesect and you want to nickname it Genesect, it's going to be like all the math stuff is going to be on the screen right now. You're going to do another slash 0000 slash 0000, or how many zeros you need. So Genesect only needs 1 string of zeros, so you're going to do slash 000 slash all caps F's again. So I'll just do it for you guys right here, just so you guys can see. It'll still be on the screen. So Genesect / FFFF / or whatever slash it is 0000 / FFFF. And now, just to test that it's all good, try to type another character, and it will say length limit reached. Now, just so you guys know that this is legit, let's say I wanted to do Rotom. Oh, spelled that wrong. Rotom / FFFF, and Rotom. So Rotom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. So that's 5 characters minus 11, that is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4, so we're going to need 4 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slash FFFF, oops, FFFF, and length limit reach. So that is how you do it. So I'm just going to open up this Genesect again, so I can get the Japanese name. And so that is how you nickname it. It's because you have to fill it up. And experience, I'm just going to put it at 100 because it's already there. This isn't really a tutorial for a, freshly made Pokemon. There are tutorials for that. And nature, hasty. Now, item, you do not want to be holding an item, because if it is holding an item, it will not make it through Pokebank, so it doesn't matter. Happiness, you're going to want to put it at 255. Unless the Pokemon is naturally an angry Pokemon, then you're going to want to, the base Pokemon of a Pokemon that's angry. And then you're on to choose the origin, the country, and then Pokerus. I'm just going to leave it because, wait, was Genesect that I got cured or uncured? I need to check that. Oh, here it is. It is cured, so I'm going to leave it at 30. And then met, if you're getting Pokemon from the website, again, this is not a tutorial to make a Pokemon from scratch. Leave it the same. And then, that is if it didn't have any red flags. And then, you're going to want to edit this however you would like. So, since I'm going to be making special Genesect, I'm going to choose 252. And speed, 252. And there's 5 left over, and it has to get to 510. And I'll put the attack at 6. So that is 510. And then you could choose your IV spread. Now, some Pokemon are allowed to have a perfect 6, but other Pokemon, I don't know why. The website will say that the IVs are probably hacked, but this Gen 6 IVs are good. And then attacks, I'm going to make U-turn, Thunderbolts, oh, totally spelled that wrong, Thunderbolts, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. And you want to put the PP up to all 3 so that the moves are maxed out, and then just leave this the same as you got it from the website. And then what you're going to want to do from here is file, save Pokemon from tabs, choose desktop, and then I'll just call it Genesect. Genesect, so I'll call it Genesect 2, just because. And Genesect 2 is here. Now what you're going to want to do from here is go back to the homepage and hit Manage My Pokemon, choose File, and choose that Genesect or whatever Pokemon you just made, and hit Open, and then import Generation 5 PKM file, and open it. Come down here to show the analysis, and this Pokemon, now you can have this, but it is kind of pushing it. So I'm going to be trying to make a Genesect off screen that does not have this, and I'll show you guys. You just kind of have to edit. I'm going to edit the IVs because I bet a lot of Genesects do have perfect IVs. But yeah, so I'm going to try to get one that does not have any flags on it, and I will be right back. Alright, so I just made a Genesect that is very unique in the database, and that is good. So again, like I said, you can have the orange right here that says this Pokemon or whatever it said, but it is kind of pushing it, and I want a unique Pokemon. So all I did to make it unique was I made one IV in the special defense IV. I made it 30. That's fine. All it did was just take off one little point. See if I come back here and I make it 31. It just changed it to 26. So this will not affect it at all that much. But and attacks we have. So we're done with the Genesect. We are 100% done. And if you guys are wondering if you want to make the Pokemon have Pokerus on it, all you're gonna do is make this one and this one, but I do not want Pokerus because I already have Pokegens and Pokemon that do have Pokerus. So once you've made your Pokemon, you are done and you are ready to get this Pokemon into 5th gen. So you can close out Pokegen and you can close out the Pokecheck, and you're going to come to this website called pokegts.us/5thgen_upload.aspx. You don't have to type it all in, it'll be in the description like I said. And what you're going to want to do is, it says Pokemon Black and White, but it works for Black 2 and White 2. Confirmed, I've done this, and a lot of people are saying you can only do this on a standard DS. That's BS. I have a 3DS, and people are only saying that you can only do this with a WEP internet password. That is not true. I have WPA like pretty much everyone else in the world. But what you're going to want to do is choose File, choose the Pokemon that you just made, so I titled Genesect2.pkm, open, and then hit submit, and it will give you this whole thing. So what you're going to want to do now is set your device's DNS server to, I'll show you guys how to do this on my iPhone because I don't have a 3DS capture card. Set your device's DNS server to this string. So what you guys are probably going to want to do is copy, and then just open up a new tab and just paste it in there just so you guys know what it is, and visit GTS game to retrieve your Pokemon. Please have a full party. If it says this, go to the GTS like I'll show you how to do and have a full party of Pokemon. And so I will meet you guys in my 3DS, and I'll show you guys how to put in this code and how to retrieve your Pokemon. Alright, so I'm here on my iPhone. Sorry, I'm not the best cameraman, but what you're going to want to do is, if I can show you here, you're going to want to come to the settings, and sorry if you have a a regular DS. I don't know how to access all this from the DS. What you want to do is hit internet settings. I am black. Then you want to hit connection settings, and I'm going to try not to show my internet, not even the name of it, but you're going to hit your connection that you have set up already. If you have, just to show you guys here, I do have WPA, whatever you guys but what you're going to do is you want to change settings, and you're going to want to come over here to DNS. And then it will say yes, but what you are going to do is you are going to switch it to no, and then hit detailed setup. And then I've already punched in the code, but what you're going to want to do is hit Primary DNS, and then punch in the code the website gave you. I'm pretty sure it all gives us the same code, and you might be saying, how do we get the Pokemon we want with the same code? I'm pretty sure it works as in the aspect like, this code comprehends with the internet that you are running, and it kind of gives you the Pokemon that you put into your internet. But you want to enter the code, and then that's it, and make sure that you do save it. I remember I thought this didn't work on 3DS, but what you actually have to do is make sure that you save it. It didn't work for me the first time. I don't need to test it because I know that my internet works, but you just want to go back, but it didn't work for me the first time because I'm stupid and I actually forgot to hit save, so that's just for your guys' sake, so I'll make sure that you guys, like, save it, like, just to remind you guys. But you're going to want to come to your game now. Here it is. And let's open it. So yeah, this is actually a really cool method on how to get Pokemon into your game. This is how everyone Wi-Fi battled during the 5th gen times. And sorry for the super shaky camera. It's probably hurting a lot of your guys' eyes, but I'm not the best iPhone recorder. And here we have the dumb opening. Well, not really dumb, it was kind of cool. But dumb just because I want to get to Pokegenning my Pokemon into this game. So what you're going to want to do is just press start. You don't have to do anything. Just head right to your game. Sure. Spring. And now, here's the tricky part. If I open up my Pokemon, you need to have a full team of 6 Pokemon like the website told you to. So I just have I specifically bought Black 2 because my Black 2 that I have right now, it broke. My dog chewed on it, but I don't really care because the game's old. But make sure you have a full party. I just went out and caught some Pokemon from Route 1, I believe. And, not Route 1, whatever route the first route is that you can obtain. But basically, just catch whatever Pokemon you can if the website tells you to. And you can access trading in Black 2. I don't know about Black and White, Black and White, but in Black 2 and White 2 you can access trading right after you beat the first gym leader, which is Charon, or however you pronounce it. But what you're going to want to do, once you are all ready to go, you're going to want to talk to this girl. Open the global terminal. Would you like to, so you're going to hit global trade and then GTS. Trade. Would you like to save the game? Yes, I would. And then we just gotta wait here for a second. And this is actually going to be a pretty long video because I'm in depth with this stuff. Nobody on YouTube, I've checked tutorials of this, nobody is as in depth as this video. Don't mean to self-promote myself, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But we're gonna head in here really quick. And we're gonna connect to Nintendo WFC. God, I'm so shaky with this right now. We're just gonna connect. It takes a bit to connect. But look at my 3 bars though. Look at them 3 bars. I see all these people doing tutorials and they're at like 1 bar. But what you're gonna do right when you come in here, you're gonna go up to this machine and it's gonna say this little message right here. Checking GTS status on the bottom screen. And it's just gonna be loading up really slow. And this is going to pop up. And let's just get the full look on it. So, and then the Pokeball is going to come up, and it is going to be the Pokemon that you just created in Pokegen. So, yeah. So, as you guys know, this was legit. You're going to want to exit this. So, you guys know that this is legit, I am going to be going up to my box. So, yes, we just connected, we know that. I'm going to be going up to my box right now. So let's go look at our Pokemon that we just made. And I do have some other Pokemon in there. Let's look at it. Let's move Pokemon. Okay, so no, not Ferrothorn. Genesect. This is the Genesect that we have just made. As you see, you turn Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flamethrower with the ability to download. It's shiny. Here's some other Pokemon that I made. But basically, I actually made a mistake. What you should do, just to be sure, is that before you do this method, make sure there's no Pokemon in the first slot. Because sometimes it will not work if there's a Pokemon in the first slot, but I kind of got lucky. But that is how you Pokegen Pokemon into your 5th gen game, and I'll see you back at my computer. Alright guys, so that was my tutorial on how to Pokegen Pokemon into your 5th gen game, and I bet you all of us are going to be so happy now that this tutorial is out, and once Pokebank comes out in the US. But I did forget to say one thing while I was on my iPhone. If you do want your DS to be able to connect to the internet again after messing with the primary DNS, you have to go back into your internet setting, and you want to, disable that code that we put in, so you're going to want to flip it back to yes, so that that code goes away, and just save it all, and you should be able to connect back to your 3DS. If you have any issues with this tutorial, like if you're not doing something right, just make sure to message me on YouTube or leave it in the comment section. That would be much easier and much easier to obtain, for me to read it, I should say. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Let me just say one more time, if you have any issues, like, I don't want to see comments that says it doesn't work, fuck you. If it's not working, tell me and I will help you. But I am XpertGamer. I will see you on the next one. Peace.